Hey there, Stormtroopers. Bryant Cook here. We are playing 5-color Bring to Light Gifs Storm tonight in Modern. This is a donation deck from our friend Josh. Josh, thank you. If you're interested in doing your own donation deck list, I'll cover that in just a second. But for now, we're going to go over this sweet, sweet deck list. Josh built this deck with it in mind for beating red decks in a non traditional sense. Josh wanted access to main deck Madcap Experiment while not taking up a whole lot of slots, and that's where this Bring to Light package comes in. You also have Fae of Wishes to go get a Channel of the Suns. All of our Bring to Lights are main, but the Fae of Wishes slash Granted just acts as a mini Bring to Light package. You're able to get sideboard cards like Weather the Storm for game one to further beat the red decks. It's just really awesome. So when we look at the mana base, we do have a 5-color land in City of Brass that can tap for all 5 colors when you have a Platinum Emperion in play. These lands, I think, are forced to come into play tapped when you have the Platinum Emperion into play, and your fetch lands are not active. So if you're looking to play this style of deck, you could run Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine taps for all 5 colors for your Bring to Light. That said, you only get a few uses out of them. And it works with Platinum. It's worth noting that Mana Confluence does not. It does not work with Platinum Emperion in the way you want it to. So that's kind of unfortunate. And I wouldn't run anything like Forbidden Orchard, but I'm not sure if I like the idea of a 5-color mana base more than I like just running the fetch mana base. I'm open to suggestions. Josh, I'm sure, will read all of the comments, so make sure to leave those down below. And when we look through the deck list, I mentioned Fae of Wishes. It can also get cards like Ignite Memories versus Tron, which is really sweet. It just gives you a lot of flexibility and gets Channel of the Suns. Channel of the Suns is a card that I played in 2006 when I was brewing up the Epic Storm. At the time, Rite of Flame didn't exist, and I thought Channel of the Suns was the sweetest card. It worked with my Chromatic Spheres, and it gave me a white to cast Second Sunrise. This deck was bad, but I liked playing it. It was a lot of fun. I've always thought that Channel of the Suns is like a really sweet card. And in fact, I still own the Chinese Channel of the Suns that I played in 2006. They're sitting in a box just over there. So I was once Josh submitted this deck list, I was like, hell yes, I'm going to play this. Like I have a soft spot in my heart for Channel of the Suns. So obviously I was going to accept this deck list. And when we go through, we have our main deck Grape Shot and then Fae is our secondary win con. 2 Electromancer, no Burgie in this list. This is not a Burgie list. There's just not enough space. When you're playing the Bring to Light channel, Madcap package, just Burgie struggles to find room. So that's the main deck. I don't think you necessarily need to play Hallowed Fountain or Watery Grave, to be honest. Like those could be additional duels or basics. And the reason I say that is you're going to have City of Brass, Manamorphose, and Channel of the Suns to make the 4th color for Bring to Light. One of these you could probably keep, but I'd honestly like to see a second basic. Josh submitted the lowest tier of the donation deck list, so I am not going to fix this deck, but I will suggest things. But I think I'd like to see another basic island maybe, because you don't really need both of these. It's just kind of unnecessary damage since you never need to cast Bring to Light for 5. There's not a single 5-drop in this deck, so you don't really need it. Echoing Truth is a pretty standard answer spell, Gifts and Given. It's just a way of getting it with Fae of Wishes. Grape Shot, Empty, and Ignite Memories are your win cons. Aria, another alternate win con that beats Graveyard Hate in case they happen to have it. Anger's obviously a sweeper. Madcap for the Platinum. Pretty standard stuff. And then Veils and Weather the Storm for protection and life gain against those pesky red decks. So this is Josh's 5-color Bring to Light deck. I am super stoked to be playing this deck tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope we 5-0. How sweet would it be to get this published? Yeah, I mean, my expectations aren't that high if I'm being honest, but I think it would be awesome if we managed to do it. I hope I'm wrong. It's worth noting that Fae can help you beat things like Veil of Summer, by the way. Getting you, it's like, it's a, how do I want to word this? I don't know. It's just like it's a payoff that doesn't play in a veil. There we go. Words are difficult. Yeah. So now I'm gonna chill for a tiny second. These are the tiers for the donation deck list. Josh signed up for the first. I play your deck list and I make suggestions. You can find all this information at theepicstorm.com/donation decks. And then I have 2 additional tiers where there's the super tier where we work together to make your deck better before I record. You also get a discount on merchandise from the epicstorm.com/shop, and then the Epic tier with tons of benefits. If you're interested in that, go read everything at the epicstorm.com/shop, or not shop. You're not buying anything here. The donation decks. There's a disclaimer section that you should read, and a form to submit your deck list. Make sure you go read all that. But that's what I have for now. I'm just really excited to play this deck, and I just want to get going. So we're gonna hop into a league and hopefully crush. What's up? Round number 1. We're doing it. 5-color Gifs Storm starts now. We're on the draw. We've opened up a hand with a couple cantrips. Honestly, this seems fine to me. I'm going to try this out. One of the things that I do enjoy about this deck, by the way, is that you do not need an enabler. Once you get up to 5 mana for Bring to Light, you can just put a Platinum Emperion into play, and that seems amazing to me. Like I've said before, I love the Madcap package. Alright. Verdant Catacombs is its Jund Shadow. Our opponent has a few good targets. I think the pick here might be Manamorphose, but I could be wrong. Ooh, they took the Vision. Excuse me. I think I'm supposed to lead on Steam Vents here. Alright. Maybe it's just regular Jund? Probably the Fae? Or am I going to be over 2 and they take the Morphos this time? I think the pick's probably supposed to be Fae, though. I am not casting Brawl on our turn if they don't discard it. Okay, well, they left us with Brawl. I had no intentions of casting it into a removal spell there. And we drew another, so that's sweet. But I'm just going to pass. Like, if they play Liliana, it would just be so backbreaking, and I don't want to risk that. Office. Gifs was a good draw. I do wonder if, like, with Gifts and Given in this deck, because you're only running one, sure, that can resolve. You're only running one Past in Flames if Gifts and Given is less reliable, since you can't get a second one on the way back. That is one concern I do have, but we'll see how it plays out tonight. They're probably taking the... This person is unpredictable. I thought there they would have taken the Brawl. I'm just like 0 for 12. Maybe they view this as a win con? I'm not sure. I wonder if you get to Granted with Past in Flames. I imagine you do, but I'm just not sure. Is this a Liliana? Sure. Coast is clear for this brawl now. Alright, so we're going to try to find a way to win here. Definitely want the Past in Flames. Morpho seems strong. And I could get Channel the Suns. I'm not going to. I don't really want to show them that unless I need to. Because, like, we're just showing our deck for no reason. Like, right now, they might just think that we're on a weird rug list. Like, they haven't seen a whole lot. They don't need to see a whole lot. And we're going to add blue with this Morphos. Am I supposed to show them Channel the Suns? I think I'm supposed to take the Grape Shot. So Grape Shot for 6. And then... yeah. I don't want to say we're going to 5-0, but right now this list feels unbeatable. I mean, our opponent opened up on double discard Clothis into Liliana of the Veil, and we are easily winning. This is probably the best deck in Modern. They should probably ban something out of it now. That's all I'm trying to say here. It's worth noting with City of Brass, because of the trigger, if you tap wrong, you do get punished. There's no untapping on City of Brass. Alright, so we've taken game number 1 from Jund. I wonder if we're supposed to board out the Madcap package here, only because they have Liliana, and it doesn't seem great there. It is our way of beating Grave Hate, which is kind of concerning. I definitely want the triple Veil of Summer. Like, I 110% want that. I just don't know how much I'm supposed to respect the Lilies. Like, I feel like I'm supposed to board that out. Maybe do that. This deck's wild. Love it. Bring to light for Ario Flame. Well, this hand is certainly something. We're going to keep it. Theoretically, a turn 3 Bring to Light. And we are not playing Tybalt. Maybe there should be a one of Tybalt. I don't know. They have the turn 1 discard spell. So Jig is up. I wonder if they're going to take the Slight or the Bring to Light. Bring to Light is the long-term plan, but Slights are only early interaction. Decided to get Steam Vents because this is likely getting a green. Definitely want this Veil of Summer. Hell yeah. They're at 14 already. I don't like. I could telegraph the Veil. I'm just gonna accept fetching after I scry. And here, this is weird because we actually looked at the breeding pool that we don't want. We do have a forest in the deck. Is forest better? Is the land better than a second brawl? I think so. Will not need a very large grape shot this game. They're going all in on the life loss. They might have Shadow in their deck. Now we go get our basic forest. So if we drew a Gifts, we could theoretically go for it on our next turn, assuming our opponent isn't sandbagging a Bolt. Or that. We could try for it right now. Part of me wants to. Do you have a Bolt? Shame. I guess I'll cycle the Morphos. It's better than sitting on it. Alright, we have to pass the turn here. There was a calculated risk, it just didn't pan out. We know that our opponent has 3 cards in hand. One of them is a Verdant Catacombs. Oh, when we have the Past in Flames in hand. Really, they didn't use Ashiok? Too bad I can't take advantage of it. Why wouldn't they use the Ashiok there? Well, if they don't use it on their turn, we can Past in Flames. The Ashiok does shut off Bring to Light. Should probably turn off the auto yield. I think they might be afraid of Ashiok dying. Am I supposed to cast this Serum Visions? So hypothetically, if I just play the Channel of the Suns and Epiph, we can go Ritual Morphos double cantrip. So I think we're probably supposed to cast Visions. That is useless. This is actually pretty decent, though. But if I top both, maybe I'm supposed to bottom, just because I don't want them to activate the Ashiok. That's probably dumb. They might have lethal here. We know that they have a Verdant in hand. They could ultimate Ren and then either Bolt or Thoughtseize a bunch. Tarmogoyf. We know that they still have the Verdant in hand. They just choose never to. Maybe I should have left both the Ritual and the Morphos on top. It's going to be tough to win this. Is Aria what we need? Probably. If we had more rituals in the graveyard, yes. So we're going to go to 4, which is 1 life more than we need for the bolt here. Cast the ritual. Maybe I was supposed to keep both cards on top. Like, that might have bit me in the butt. And just expect that my opponent's never going to use Ashiok. If we had 5 mana, what we could do is try to win with the Arya trigger on the stack. But we're pretty far away from that. Do blue-green. So now we can channel the suns. Which is why I added a green there. Is channel the suns what we want to do, though? I mean, we probably want to channel the suns. I'm trying to figure out if we actually want to Aria. I'm sorry. So if I play Aria, I'm down to 2 mana. And I can Morphos Veil as instance, which is only 3 damage. I think I'm supposed to just try to get lucky and find the Grape Shot with Stern Visions, maybe? Like, the Aria plan is cool, but is it likely to win? I don't think so. Bottom both of these. Alright, so now we Manamorphose. Use the green and a white. We'll make blue-blue. So we have 4 looks at Grape Shot right now. Best thing that we can do, I think. Morphos technically keeps us alive. I think I'm supposed to add blue X in case we draw a cantrip, but X doesn't actually matter. Alright, Dream's dead. Didn't quite get there this game. Scoop that up. Go to the next one. Game number 3. So something else we could do is board out the Fae package and bring back in the Madcaps. I don't know if that's something we're interested in. Platinum actually would have been really good that game. Instead of the Aria. Let's shave a Bring to Light. Let's do that. Let's get this. Yep. Opponent is mulliganed. What stinks is I think if I double kept that Serum Visions, I would have won. Because it was pretty... Like, I guess it's hindsight bias, but I think I should have read that our opponent was too scared to use the Ashiok. But who knows? Maybe Top changed that, but I think I should have taken the risk. So as of right now, assuming our opponent doesn't do anything meaningful, we can go for it on turn 3. Like if they like tap out for a Tarmogoyf on turn 2 and don't do anything on turn 1. But unfortunately they have a discard spell. Imagine they'll take Brawl here. They have a Surgical. Maybe they just thought that they were going to get to use the removal spell on turn 2. I shouldn't have 6. We have Veils in our deck. We have to pretend that we have one. That's brutal. We can Madcap right now. With a creature in play to sack to Liliana. Lucky one of. I don't know if they accidentally skipped their turn or not, but we're going to attack for 9. What's happening here? Come on, opponent. Are you like anger chiming us out? What's going on here? So Liliana is not an answer right now, for what it's worth. They could play Goyf as a blocker, which is what our opponent's doing. I don't know why that didn't take the first time. Okay, so all right, and our opponent just concedes. So we won our first match with the 5-color Bring to Light Gifs Storm. How sweet is that? 1-0. There's only 4 more left to get. We're obviously going to win all of them. So you're not going to want to go anywhere. It's going to be great. I promise. I don't want to make you too excited, but we've opened up almost the nut hand. We have Baral, we have Bring to Light, we have Channel the Suns, we have a cantrip. We need a green source. Double Bring to Light is bonkers. We're definitely keeping this. Is this red? I like the idea of Bring to Light for Emperion versus a red deck. Okay, Dredge. Can Dredge beat Platinum Emperion? I imagine they can get up to a Conflagrate for 8. And they hit the Imp. I think we're supposed to take the land over the ritual. Pretty close. Okay, I'm really liking the idea of Bring to Light for Madcap right now. Our opponent's like pretty far away from having 8 cards in hand for Conflagrate. Madcap will buy us a lot of time. I might need to buy some Japanese foil Bring to Lights. There's Conflagrate. So we shouldn't play Brawl this turn because they can just kill it with Conflag. We're getting really low on life. There's our green source. Unless we draw a ritual, we can't channel the Suns next turn. So our opponent's attacking for 8. We're going to 7. They have Conflagrate. So if they reveal Crippling Chill, we're dead here. Oh, we're dead. So they attack for 8, Conflag for 4. Turn 2 slow. Maybe 2 turns depending on our draw. We'd have to draw a ritual. This is a fast draw. They're turn 3. They're killing us. It's been so long since I faced Dredge. What? They didn't Conflagrate? I guess they're planning on killing us with Creeping Chills. But that they had a guaranteed kill. If we draw Ritual, we have the Emperion. Oh, the Bloodghast have haste. Okay. So I guess we're just dead anyway. But they had a guaranteed kill. Like, that just seemed risky to me. Bummer. Turn 2 slow. Okay. So I don't even know if we want the Veil of Summers. I'm going to look up a recent Dredge list. Two Thoughtseize in the board. I don't know. Like, part of me just thinks that maybe I want to leave it as is. We could bring in Anger to mop up their board. Get it with Brain Delight. Maybe board out a Fae, because it's a little slow. And if we're boarding out Fae, maybe we should bring in another Madcap. Let's try this out. Why not? And if you're not used to watching my content, and if you're brand new, check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It's a legacy podcast. We're super entertaining, and we talk about things that translate just legacy, overall game theory. It's worth a listen. We're available on all major podcast platforms. Definitely recommend listening. Game 2, we're on the play. We've opened up both Madcaps, but unfortunately just one land. This seems fine. Just going to get an island with this. We could have a turn 2 8/8, depending on what our draw is. Ooh, they have one of the two Thoughtseizes. At least out of the most recent list, there's only two Thoughtseize. I imagine we're losing the slate here. Okay. The Anger was an okay draw. I think I probably still want to fetch up a green source. I could be wrong about that, though. We have Manamorphose and Rituals, so I think we just want to spread out our mana. And with this Life from the Loam, they're going to have plenty of cards in hand to discard to a Conflagrate. I think we're keeping both of these. And there's Conflag. So Madcap is not a card we actually want anymore. Looks like this is just really big Conflagrate into bring back Ox. Alright, well now Madcap is terrific. Come on, cast your Ox. We're almost dead. Going to 4. So Bloodcast can come back. Assuming they have a land in hand. We know that they have... They have Dakmor Savage in hand, so they have a land. And then they have 2 Dredgers. I think I'm supposed to start off on Visions. If they mill a Creeping Chill, I'm just dead. There's 2 left in the deck. So we're going to discard a card here. It's actually pretty relevant. I think it has to be a ritual. Madcap. All blanks this game. Yikes. Okay, we're 1-1. Not the end of the world. Alright, we're on the play for match number 3. Sure. Excuse me. I think the grave is probably slightly better. Excuse me. So we can have a Madcap next turn. My concern with that is it even good against what our opponent's doing? Like, I'm pretty sure our opponent's just like the Infinite Life deck. I might be wrong about that. Yeah, it looks like the Infinite Life deck. So they can have a turn 2 Collected Company right here. There it is. So I don't think I want a Madcap here. Well, I can't anyway. What draws? So that package is definitely leaving. I'm a little concerned because I don't think we're very good against this sort of deck. And they might just be able to beat down us. Like, we can't really do a whole lot. Like, we don't have a draw in our deck that's good next turn. I think we're facing lethal. Yep. Dead. Sorry, Platinum. You're leaving. This list is a little slim on answers. Looking at the more popular list, there's 3 copies of Defense Grid in the board. This list is just lacking. Like, we have 1 Echoing Truth to answer that compared to a normal list. So that's going to be kind of a tough ask to beat that. Let's try this. Just need a creature. Give me a Brawl or an Electromancer. I think we take the 1 bounce spell in the deck. Right now we have an end step turn 3 Gifts, which probably isn't enough if I'm being honest, but we're just going to play to what we can do. The Fae's glued. So if they have, what is it called? Walking Ballista, we're dead on their next turn. I think I'm actually going to show them channel. I'm going to pass because we have the Echoing Truth. If they play Ballista, I can bounce the Heliod. So we would lose to like Veil of Summer plus Ballista here. But I don't think we're very likely to win if we go for it. So that's why I chose to pass the turn. So because this is a trigger, I can wait to see if Ballista is revealed. Um, and now they have infinite life. I can't beat that. Oh, wait. Was I supposed to bounce there? I guess it doesn't matter. We're just dead. I can't beat infinite life. We're going to make them pick a number. And then we're going to see if we can get up that high. Sorry, you might as well go to the bathroom or get a drink or something, because this is probably going to be a few minutes of them gaining life. And I guess while they're gaining a bunch of life, I'll chill. So if you're enjoying this 5-color Gifts and Given Storm content, make sure to go to theepicstorm.com/shop. Get your Storm singles there. There's tons of cool The Epic Storm merchandise. I highly recommend the Storm 20 baseball tee. Great for warm weather. It's right around the corner. And an Epic Storm pint glass. Do it. But if you're not interested in merch and you still want to support this content, you can do so by following all of our social channels. They're in the description below. Make sure to go check those out. And while you're down there, please make sure to subscribe. Also, the Epic Storm offers tutoring sessions if you're looking to up your Storm game. Alright, our opponent is still gaining life. And you might be thinking, like, Bryant, you threw away this match by not casting Echoing Truth in response. Um, maybe. Like, that's entirely possible, but I think that we can do 100 damage. We probably need to draw a Brawl right now, or an Electromancer, but it's possible. Hmm. I wonder if I should start on Sleight of Hand. Instead of just, like, burning rituals. Okay, so there's a Brawl. This is going to be really difficult. So we have to burn one more here because I want to use this Morphos for blue-green. So that way I can use Channel of the Suns to create another blue mana later. Alright. So now we cast Gifts and Given, target them. I wonder if I'm supposed to get a Bring to Light here instead of a Ritual. Like, a Ritual isn't actually doing a whole lot. So I could also get Grape Shot. So that'd be 30 times 2 at the moment, which just isn't enough. I think we're going to get Bring to Light. Do I want to cast Fae? I could get Aria. So let's think about that. So it's essentially -6 mana. And we have 9. So we'd have 3, which isn't enough to flashback. I don't think that line's correct. Okay. Maybe I messed this up. Okay, so we put gifts on the stack. I think we're supposed to get all mana here. Okay, so now we get Past in Flames. I think there's like a good chance we time out this round. Even if we win this game, like this is just going to take up so much time. That was good. We're running out of cards in deck. So if I flashback, or if I cast this, I don't know. I'm just going to cast it. Why not? Alright, so... Our opponent's laughing in chat. I think they're being a good sport about me attempting to win. I did hit F6 here because it's not going to let me pass phases with mana floating. So that way I can Grape Shot again. And our opponent can gain 6 life, but it's just not enough. Oh, we won that. I can't believe it. I misplayed, but we still got there. That was wild. I'm just going to hit submit. I think I learned my lesson that I should definitely have cast Echoing Truth there. It was just really stupid for me not to. I was thinking that the trigger mattered, and maybe, uh, like, I gave my opponent a small percentage to win, because if they hit, I guess maybe you can't hit Walking Ballista because it would come in as a 0. Yeah, so that was just dumb on my part, because, like, Ballista's not even relevant. I just realized that. Is this a keep? I don't know. I'm going to try it. This deck has 19 lands in it, which I feel like is probably one too many. But with only 8 cantrips, maybe 19 is right. So we're keeping the Echoing Truth as a backdoor. I don't know how good it actually is, but it doesn't hurt. Turn 2 Collected Company again. If they want it. Looks like they do. Turn 2 Heliod's also very good. Well, if our opponent has it, they have it. How many Spike Feeder do they play? Oh, they play 4 Spike Feeder. I thought it was like a 1 of. Okay, I'll concede to this time. So we're 1 and 2. We have no way of beating Infinite Life. That was just really fast. So sad to say we're 1-2. We're not going to 5-0, obviously. But that was a fun match, despite I feel like I scummed to win game 2 a little bit. Like, realistically, they should have won that. But they got the round anyway. So we're going to go to round 4, hopefully win that one. Okay, match 4. Let's see if we can get one. So far, 1 Past in Flames has not been an issue, which is kind of interesting. I say that 19 lands might have been 1 too many, and now we're mulliganing. So that's what I get for opening up my mouth. Might as well try this. It's actually a pretty good 5. I don't know what plays birds anymore. It could be the green-white Heliod deck we just faced. But I don't think... I guess it is. There's 2 Prismatic Vista in that deck. Oh, are you kidding me? That's disgusting. We can't beat Ranger of Eos. Okay, so we're going to cast Gifts here. I'm not sure what the plan is. Okay, so they're not going to give us Fae, but if they do, we can granted for Echoing Truth to bounce the Ranger on their end step. I honestly didn't realize that this deck plays 4 Spike Feeder. It makes sense. I just always thought it was like a 2 of, maybe a 1 of. So there's like all in on the infinite life stuff now. Might as well get in there. We're an aggro deck. Man, Channel of the Sun is so sweet. Not the best matchups for the Madcap plan. 2 Infinite Life decks. I guess Infinite Life also makes a lot of sense if the best 2 decks in the format are both burn decks. Alright, bounce the stupid ranger. Or captain, whatever you want to call it. Just get out of my board. Double Channel of the Suns. I think I'm going to take the Desperate, though. Be boring. So our opponent can go up to 18 life with Spike Feeder. That sucked. Alright, we do not have another Gifs in here, so we're actually running out of fumes. We're running on fumes. Words are difficult. Just bear with me. We do have this Fae over here. I just don't know if I can get to Storm 18. So they give me 2 rituals probably. And then I Fae. Bounce Fae. I don't know. We might be able to do this. I think we actually have it. So if they give us Ritual Channel of the Suns, we can Fae Wishes for Grape Shot and double Grape Shot. I think that's the line. I'm loving this Channel of the Suns, though. Like, you're probably watching this just going like, Bryant, quit fanboying over Channel of the Suns. It's just so fucking sweet. How can you not? All right, we took game number 1 from Greenway Heliod. All right, let's get this Madcap package out of there. I liked bringing in the Echoing Truth, the Grape Shot, and the Channel. Like, maybe I'm supposed to just board out Fae. and make the deck more linear. Let's try this out. Deck is pure gas. Gasoline. Bring the light. Channel the sun. Like, despite my 1-2 record, this deck is a blast to play. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd play this on my own again. Like, I wasn't joking when I said that I love Channel of the Suns. Just needs a creature. Bop. Alright, Bring the Light was not needed there. So we can use Grapeshot and Pyroclasm mode next turn if they like play like 2 mana creatures. We can Morphos into Grapeshot, something like that. Heliod is scary. Caught a little bit of a break there. So, well, off the sleight of hand, we were looking for a brawl. Take the land, I suppose. And I'm going to pretend that we have Remand here. I don't know if they'll buy it, but it doesn't hurt. Already's dead. Oh, no, they need to... Never mind, I'm wrong. They need to pump it, right? Like, this doesn't just get counters. Like, this has to have lifelink. So our opponent was telling us that we have to win right now. Is what they were doing. All right, so we're going to go for it. We're going to start off by splicing Desperate Ritual. Actually, we should cycle this first in case I hit Brawl. So smart, so thin. It's very difficult. So I guess I could, in theory, lose here if I got Gifts. So I think what I'm actually going to do is get Channel of the Suns. Like, getting Gifts there loses to Veil of Summer. Boom! Take that your infinite life and just get out of here. 2-2, 1 match to go. Okay, last match. We're on the draw. This hand is unkeepable, so we have to ship it. Wow, this is pretty good. We're going to bottom a Brawl here and hope for the best. Merfolk? It's weird, but I think we're actually supposed to get Breeding Pool here over Steam Vents. And honestly, that's kind of perfect. I suppose we could have bottomed one of the lands. Alright, I don't know anything. I guess they could be on Dwarves. They're definitely on Dwarves. I guess it could be like a vehicles-ish deck, but looking like there's probably a Depala in there somewhere. They have one card. They scried 2 to the top. I'm going to play out Baral. So at worst, it means that if they have another bolt, Baral eats it and we don't die. We still have Madcap for Platinum next turn. Yikes. All right, so I go to 3. So we're going to cast Light. And now we get Madcap. Yes, I would love to cast Madcap Experiment. So this is going to buy us a little bit of time now. Where we can Fae of Wishes for Anger of the God, probably wipe up their board. I don't even think that's the plan anymore. I think we just Gifs. Did I really just mess up casting Bring to Light? Ugh. Alright, so I guess we're casting Fae. Or Granted. I'm so bad at Magic sometimes. Nope, cancel. Literally, I just thought, hey, I guess I can get Weather the Storm, so that way I don't die to, like, Path Bolt. Because I think we're going to win this game as long as it drags out. So I was like, yeah, I'll get Weather the Storm, and then I immediately tap, or use my green mana. Oh, I can't gain. What am I thinking? My life. Oh my. Oh. Read your cards, Bryant. It can't be that difficult. All right, I think we win. Green, white, blue. All right, so now we get gifts and given. I guess we might have to pass the turn here. Unless I draw well off of the Morphos. But what if I don't get Morphos? Like, what if I get Grape Shot? Kill their board? Yeah, I think this is actually better. So they have to give me Grape Shot plus... Or they have to give me Ritual, or they risk their board dying. So they could give me Ritual Grape Shot, and then next turn I can kill them while wiping their board. Yeah, I think this is just better than the Morphos line. I messed that up. So I realized midway through that Dapala, if they put it into play, would be an issue. I mean, I'm just not playing well, let's be honest. Madcap doing work. Do I even want a board? I think I might just resubmit here. I guess like I could probably board in one Weather the Storm. Let's try that. I have a feeling that they're bringing in heavy removal for Platinum Emperion, so I don't think we'll be able to do that again. Yikes. Another Bringdolite. Glad we boarded one out. This is pretty good. Dwarf Aggro. Classic modern archetype. Just like 5-color Gifs Storm. Do need a blue to cast Brawl. So I don't know if I actually expect Brawl to live through this turn. The thing is, we're not going to be able to abuse Brawl anyway. So like if it gets pathed, that's actually not that bad for us. Um, if it gets bolted, obviously it sucks a little bit. But on the off chance that we get to untap with Brawl, it's going to be bananas. So I think we're supposed to cast it. All right, it's go time. Is our opponent conceding? Okay. I was feeling a lag, so I wasn't actually sure. Woo, woo. Got the 3-2 with 5 color Gifs Storm. All right. So let's take a look at the deck list. Bring to Light was surprisingly not bad. Channel of the Suns, you know how I feel about that one. I think if I was to play this deck again, and I'm trying to remain, if we're going to make this deck competitive, I think we probably want to lose the Fae of Wishes. I don't know if the sideboard stuff was worth it, to be honest. But this here felt sweet. Definitely felt powerful. I think once again, I think that one of these lands should become a basic, because you only need one. You don't need both. Like you don't. We're never casting it for 5. Honestly, you might even be able to get away with just being rug lands and then City of Brass, because City of Brass is your 4th color if you ever need to do that. Just my 2 cents. I like the forest on top of the breeding pool. That was pretty good. Obviously, I like the Madcap stuff. Yeah, this deck was sweet. So thank you again to Josh. And if you're interested in a Epic Storm donation deck, you can visit the donation deck page on theepicstorm.com. And thank you for watching. Have a great day. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.